What's up, everybody? It's Lily Chen, and welcome to my channel where we explore the world, one hilarious moment at a time. Today we're taking a trip to the Middle Kingdom, China. We're about to hit 10 must-visit places, but buckle up, because this travel doc's got a comedic twist. Get ready for stunning landscapes, ancient wonders, and enough jokes to make you spit out your bubble tea. First up, the Great Wall of China. An ancient marvel that's been standing for centuries, winding its way across the mountains and valleys of northern China. It's one of the most iconic landmarks on the planet, drawing millions of visitors every year who come to marvel at its sheer scale and history. You know that thing people say you can see from space? Well, that's mostly a myth, but it's still impressive enough to make you feel tiny just standing next to it. Honestly, I think my neighbor's Wi-Fi signal is stronger than what you'll find up here. If you're hoping to post a selfie in real time, good luck. Your phone might just give up and take a nap. But hey, at least the wall kept out the Mongols. And probably some annoying door-to-door salespeople. This thing is massive. It's a fortress, a monument, and a stairmaster all rolled into one. Walking along its ancient stones, you can't help but imagine the stories these walls could tell. It's like they said, let's build a wall so long it makes a marathon look like a warm-up jog. Seriously, the wall snakes over mountains, through forests, and across deserts. They say it's over 13,000 miles long, which is hard to even wrap your head around. That's more than 5 times the length of the US-Mexico border, which, let's be real, is longer than my attention span, and probably longer than most people's vacation time. Walking along the wall, you feel a sense of history, and also a little out of breath. Those steps are no joke. Some are so steep, you'll wonder if ancient soldiers had calves of steel. And if you're not used to hiking, you'll be catching your breath every few minutes, but trust me, it's worth every step. Those ancient laborers were hardcore. No power tools, no energy drinks, just pure determination and a lot of sweat. Imagine hauling stones up these mountains day after day. And the views, rolling hills, majestic mountains, and endless horizons. It's the kind of scenery that makes you want to pause and just take it all in. Of course, there's always that one tourist trying to fly a drone into a tree, but hey, it's all part of the adventure. But here's the real question. Did they have takeout back then? Because after a few hours of climbing, you'll be dreaming of food. After walking this wall, I'm craving noodles. There's something about fresh air and ancient history that makes you extra hungry. Speaking of food, make sure you try some authentic Chinese dishes while you're here. The flavors are bold, the ingredients fresh, and every meal feels like a celebration. Forget the Panda Express, folks. You haven't really tasted Chinese food until you've had it here, right at the source. We're talking dumplings that will make your taste buds sing, bursting with flavor and perfectly steamed. And noodles that defy gravity, hand-pulled, springy, and so delicious you'll want seconds. The Great Wall may not have great Wi-Fi, but it definitely delivers on adventure, history, and unforgettable food. Next up, we're heading straight to the heart of Beijing, the legendary Forbidden City. This place isn't just a tourist attraction, it's a living, breathing piece of history that's been standing for over 600 years. Imagine walking through the same gates that emperors, warriors, and royal courtiers once used centuries ago. Don't let the name scare you, though. It's not actually forbidden anymore, unless you're a time traveler from the Ming Dynasty, in which case, welcome back. Today, anyone can visit, as long as you follow a few quirky rules. For example, don't even think about bringing in a selfie stick, or your pet goldfish. Security is on the lookout for anything that might disrupt the ancient vibes. And yes, they're serious about the selfie sticks. There are signs everywhere. The Forbidden City is absolutely massive, a sprawling palace complex with 980 buildings, nearly 10,000 rooms, and enough golden rooftops to make even the flashiest rapper jealous. Every corner is dripping with imperial grandeur and centuries-old secrets. This is where emperors ruled China, made decisions that shaped the world, and maybe even snuck in a nap or two between meetings. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient court gossip and royal decrees. And who knows, maybe they would have binge-watched ancient Chinese TikTok if it existed. As you wander through the courtyards and halls, it honestly feels like you've stepped right into the pages of a history textbook, except way cooler, and with a lot more dragons carved into the walls. Just remember, look but don't touch. Some of these priceless artifacts have survived wars, revolutions, and centuries of curious visitors. Rumor has it there are still ancient booby traps hidden away, so maybe keep your hands to yourself just in case. And be prepared for crowds. Seriously, this place attracts more tourists than a panda video on YouTube. You'll be sharing the experience with thousands of fellow history buffs, selfie enthusiasts, and curious travelers from all over the world. But hey, that's all part of the adventure. Just picture everyone holding up ancient scrolls instead of iPhones, and you'll get a sense of how timeless this place really is. The Forbidden City is a must-see, no matter how many people you're sharing it with. Now we're off to Xi'an to check out the Terracotta Army, an army of clay soldiers guarding a tomb for over 2,000 years. Talk about commitment. I can't even get my houseplants to survive that long. Imagine being a sculptor back then, just chilling. And then the emperor says, "Yo, I need you to make me an army out of clay, 8,000 of them." Each soldier has a unique face, modeled after real soldiers. Can you imagine the casting call for that? These soldiers have seen it all. Empires rise and fall, fashion trends come and go, and yet they're still just standing there. The detail in these sculptures is mind-blowing. It's like looking through a window into the past, except instead of glass, it's clay. Get ready to feel like you've stepped straight into the world of Avatar, minus the blue aliens, of course. Instead, you might catch a glimpse of a curious monkey swinging through the trees, or spot some of the unique wildlife that calls this place home. It's a real-life fantasy landscape, and you don't even need a spaceship to get here. Welcome to Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, a destination so stunning, it'll make you wonder if your camera can even do it justice. Seriously, your Instagram filters might just give up and go home. Every corner here is a photo opportunity, and every step feels like you're walking through a dream. Picture this: towering sandstone pillars that seem to defy gravity, lush green forests stretching as far as the eye can see, and those iconic floating mountains that inspired the magical world of Avatar. The scenery is so surreal, you'll half expect to see a banshee swooping by. And yes, this is 100% real. No CGI, no movie magic, just pure, jaw-dropping nature. Standing here, surrounded by these ancient formations, you'll realize that some places are even more breathtaking in person than any photo or film could ever capture. But a word of advice: don't get so caught up in the scenery that you forget where your feet are. The cliffs are real, and the urge to snap the perfect selfie is strong. Just remember, no photo is worth a tumble, so keep your wits about you while you're capturing those epic shots. One of the absolute must-dos here is riding the Beilong elevator. This isn't just any elevator, it's the world's tallest outdoor elevator, built right into the side of a cliff. It's an engineering marvel and a thrill ride all in one. If you're afraid of heights, brace yourself. The ride up is not for the faint of heart, but the excitement is all part of the adventure. Once you reach the top, you're rewarded with panoramic views that stretch for miles. The landscape unfolds beneath you, and suddenly, all that nervousness melts away. It's a view you'll never forget. And if you want to see even more, hop on the cable car. It glides above the mountains, giving you a bird's-eye view of the entire park. It's the perfect way to soak in the scenery without breaking a sweat, or your step count. Plus, you can stretch out your arms and pretend you're flying through Pandora, just like an Avatar. Just remember, safety first, people. Enjoy the magic and let your imagination soar. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the urban jungle that is Shanghai. At the heart of it all is the Bund, a waterfront promenade that's basically Shanghai's answer to Times Square, but with better food. The skyline is like a futuristic cityscape. Skyscrapers, neon lights, and buildings that look like they were designed by aliens. But here's the thing, Shanghai never sleeps, and never finds a parking spot. The Bund is best experienced at night, when the city lights up like a Christmas tree on steroids. It's a sight that'll fill your camera roll, and maybe get you lost in the crowd. Get ready to cruise down one of the most picturesque rivers in the world, the Li River. Emerald green waters, towering karst mountains, and scenery so stunning, even your camera will want a selfie. This place is like a Chinese painting come to life. As you cruise, you'll pass by charming villages, ancient temples, and maybe a few water buffaloes taking a dip. It's like stepping back in time, except with better Wi-Fi. Make sure you have plenty of time. You'll want to soak up every minute of this cruise. Just try not to fall asleep and drool on your neighbor. Channel your inner Dalai Lama as we head to Lhasa, Tibet, to visit the Potala Palace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Be warned, getting to the top is a workout, over 3,700 stairs, but the views from the top are worth every step. From up here, you can see the entire city of Lhasa, surrounded by the Himalayas. The Potala Palace is a maze of chapels, temples, and golden roofs, all built on a mountain. As you explore, you'll be surrounded by colorful murals, intricate sculptures, and a sense of peace you won't find anywhere else. Take a deep breath, soak it all in, and try not to trip on the way down. Get ready to be romanced by the beauty of Westlake in Hangzhou, a place so picturesque it's inspired poets for centuries. Me? I'm mostly here for the boat rides and the snacks. Westlake is like the Central Park of Hangzhou, but with lush hills, serene temples, and traditional Chinese gardens. One of the best ways to experience Westlake is by boat. Rent a traditional wooden boat or try your hand at paddling a dragon boat. Just try not to fall in the lake, unless you want to be the subject of the next ancient Chinese poem. Wander through the gardens and temples. You'll find hidden courtyards, peaceful ponds, and maybe even a poet or two. Prepare to have your mind blown by Zhujiagu Valley, a nature reserve in Sichuan with some of the most stunning scenery in China. We're talking turquoise lakes, cascading waterfalls, and forests so colorful they make fall foliage look basic. It's like someone took a paintbrush and splashed every shade of blue and green onto the landscape. The crystal clear lakes are unreal. You can see straight to the bottom. Even if you're rocking a serious case of travel fatigue, Zhujiagu will still take your breath away. Grab your camera, pack your hiking boots, and get ready for unforgettable beauty. No Instagram filters needed. We've made it to the final destination. Time to meet the furry celebrities giant pandas. We're at the Chengdu research base of giant panda breeding. These pandas are living the good life. Endless bamboo, air-conditioned enclosures, and millions of fans. Honestly, I'm a little jealous. But hey, someone's gotta tell the jokes, right? Watching these clumsy, cuddly creatures is pure joy. Be prepared to have your heart melt and your phone fill up with panda pics. It's impossible to resist their cuteness. That's a wrap on our whirlwind tour of China. Bad jokes, questionable advice, and enough panda footage to last a lifetime. Thanks for coming along on this hilarious journey through China. We've explored ancient wonders, modern marvels, and hung out with pandas. If you enjoyed this wild ride, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next adventure. Let me know in the comments which place you'd visit first, or which joke made you cringe the hardest. See you in the next video. Zai John.